Hello, good morning, good day. Whenever you see this is when you're meant to find it. Welcome back to an awesome, beautiful, wise message from Source, from energy, from guides. I hope that you're having a fantastic Thursday. I think this is going to be the Thursday video. Let's just jump in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you very much. And let's see what beautiful synchronicities are coming in today with these lovely, lovely cards. So I pull these ahead of time as always, and then I try to look at them or meditate upon them. And like something, a great big message, usually things pop out to me right away. The first thing that I notice right away is the Seven of Swords that sits here has these black lines that are very much, they're very similar to this vibration card. If you look at it, it's almost that wispy black, if you know what I mean, right? You understand? There's like this murky color in the vibration cards, and there's this murky thing. Right away, they connected to each other. Now, we know that the Seven of Swords is about negative energies. It's about theft, deception, feeling undermined, trying to safeguard what is yours, things hiding in the shadows to come out at you. There's mischief afoot. There's something off. And right away, when I look at that and the card vibration, which is anything but, vibrationally, you're supposed to be, connected. Right away, the message was, look, if you keep your vibration low, that's what you're going to bring. This is low vibration, low vibration. The second thing that came out from these beautiful cards was, of course, the green that kind of pops out of this. I mean, you just look at it. There's green here, green here. There's even green here. There's greenery all across down here, different shades of green, blue-green. There's a lot of green. That has to do with the heart space. And in some cases, our most vulnerable spot. So it's understandable that sometimes we want to protect our heart, but we protect it, we hide it away. If you understand, let's say you're afraid of getting hurt. Do you understand that statement? Fear, afraid. It is a negative energy that brings on an emotion. So vibration and emotion and negativity altogether is something that ends up causing us quite a lot of harm, and it's all based from fear. The other thing that popped up is that we had the owl in these cards yesterday, I believe, or in one of the readings this week for sure. I'm almost positive it was yesterday with all the birds of flight. We had the geese, the dove, the owl. This has been a theme, and it come out in this deck, which is interesting. Again, birds are being shown, especially in this Nine of Pentacles and this owl, to remind us that we are here to expand ourselves. We're here to push through the expansion, right? This little beautiful card from the Louise Hay Stress-Free Life little deck that I received from the card club that I was part of last year. It says, I let go of all negativity that rests in my body and mind. And right there I understood between the 7 and the vibration and the emotion, between vibration and emotion and negativity in between. It was very much about how our mind controls our emotions. And it's true. you see something sad, you think it's sad, your heart feels sad. You know, it's that thing. It's kind of like it gets, if you sit and really think about it, think about the last time you were mad, glad, or sad, or anything. Where did it begin? It started with the thought in your brain, right? It started with the way you thought about things that pushed you and pulled you into that next thing. If your vibration was not a good one, as we said here, it followed through into your emotions. And that's when things, I said, really get muckied up, where it really doesn't serve you very well. It keeps you feeling low, it keeps you feeling small, it keeps you feeling angry, mad, it keeps you sad. So we're gonna talk about that, okay? So we're gonna start with Owl, not Mr. What is that in the tree? He's spotted. Is that like a cougar in a tree, or? Actually, we're gonna start. You're gonna start with him. We're gonna start with him. Let me see here. It seems like such a lovely night when you look at him, right? It's like a lovely night for a walk. And then it's before you started hearing that mysterious rustling, something lurking in the shadows. When your eyes adjust to the darkness and things start coming into focus, you realize that you're looking at something right in the eye. Is it dangerous? Is it inconspicuous? What is going on here, right? But it's still a surprise to you. But it might be a danger that you feel you saw coming. And I feel that what happens is that our minds look for danger. Especially if you've had something similar happen, or you've seen something similar happen. It's part of your experiences. It's part of life. So you are specifically looking for something here. For something to go wrong. For a danger to pop up and then take over your mind and go straight to your emotions. It's like an impending negative thought. Example, when I started here and I blew up on YouTube years and years ago, I actually was blowing up quite big at one point. The thought that plagued me was, what if this doesn't continue? What if I don't keep growing? What if there's something lurking in the shadows to take it all away? You see, I had left a job to do this. And at the time, I was still paying off my home. And I was very afraid that I would put my family in trouble by following my dreams. But I think inadvertently, by always sending that out to the universe, I created a situation where I had to deal with it, where the pandemic stopped, the channel started, slowing down quite a bit. And the more I thought of it, the more I saw that danger lurking in the shadows, lowering my vibration, affecting my body and mind. So while I was doing good for others, I was creating some sort of hell inside of my energetic body. I loved what I was doing, but fear kept me kind of a prisoner to things. So I think this is what we're working on now, okay? So let's look at the owl now. Let's look at the owl because he's been coming up a lot recently. And he says, trust your inner knowing, 32. Number 5 has been coming out as well. That's something that I failed to mention in the things that I had noticed right away. Number 9 as well has come out a lot. And this one is number 6. I love that, because after 5 there's 6, and 6 is about harmonizing. It's about finding the harmony in things. So Owl is saying, watch and see what hides in the night. Okay? Careful, watch what's coming out to sabotage you. That's what I feel it's saying. I feel that the owl is saying, trust your inner knowing. There's a lot of trust. There's a lot of wisdom in an owl. Okay? In many ways, I feel that the owl is my guidance system as a 5, as a Hierophant. He's the wisdom keeper. Okay? So this elder also has impeccable night vision. Are you seeing the correlation between the two? And he's asking for you to keep your wits about you, but your eyes open. Okay? They have a deep and impactful call through the night, and they awaken the aspects of you that might be sleeping, and ask you to be aware of your surroundings, and to practice sharp discernment. Like you might say, yes, but he's saying to look out for the danger. No, he's saying to be discerning. There's a difference. We could go out every day and see danger everywhere, in everything. How we react to it is very different, right? It says here, because of their ability to navigate darkness, some traditions have been afraid of the owl and have not been able to see their incredibly potent medicine. So perch in a tree, carefully watching, reminding you that nothing's meant to be feared, but rather revered for your way of seeing. So you see what I'm saying? It's not about having nothing to deal with. It's not about not seeing if there's dangers. It's seeing. It's seeing in a certain way. It's the acute way of seeing, right? Attune your senses to see what's hiding in the shadows of the night, but without fear. Okay? Don't fear this. And it even says it. Well, they invite you to attune to your senses to see what is hiding in the shadows of the night without fear. Are you? Yeah. Have you had interactions with others that feel off, and that you sense their intentions are not in your best interests? Elder Hour asks you to trust your inner knowing. Are there uncomfortable truths rising before your keen eyes, but you can't look away anymore? Elder Hour asks you to believe what you see. In trusting yourself, you will be protected, and this elder at your side, you gain powerful insight that will not lead you astray. I feel that the owl is very strong, not afraid. He sees this cat waiting to attack. He's not afraid because he, again, is in a very safe space. He is kind of observing. He can fly away. This cat can't fly away. So put yourself in the position of owl, knowing that you can fly away. Okay? That is your choice. That's your new perception. I don't need to vibe at a lower setting of danger and fear. I can vibe at a level of knowing that I have choices. Okay? I love this because this card is about deception, but here's the owl's message. Listen to this. When you need to fine-tune your relationship with your inner trust meter, I'm here. It's easy to be deceived. Listen to that. Be deceived by the appearances of the outside world. But I'm here guiding you back. Your body, your heart. I love that. Remember? Heart, right here. And spirit are telling you the truth. I'm here to encourage you to accept the truth. Don't be frightened. No fear. Look at that. By what comes forward, your insight is here to protect you. When you choose to befriend what you see in the darkness instead of closing your eyes, you open yourself up to more beauty and love. And it's funny to say beauty because that is one of your cards right here. I'm telling you, it's all connected together. When these messages come, they're all connected to one another. It's truly beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about vibration. You're being asked to not have low vibrations. You're being asked to not tune into those. You can be aware of them because this channel is all about soul awareness. Yes, you can be aware of the low vibration. You will be anyway. Regardless if I tell you not to, you'll see it. You'll feel it. Sometimes people come in and they just bring you low vibrations. Just go, hey, they low vibrate all over you. You don't want them to, and you're sitting there going, oh, wow, that feels so off, right? But you can always think to yourself, what do I do with this? Do I observe it? Like the owl observing this kitty cat in a tree about to pounce on you or something else. What do you do with that? Do you just simply get away from it? That's a possibility. Depending on how close the cat is, I'd fly away. Go, yeah, you're not going to get me between your jaws, thanks. I'm not going to low vibrate, you know, you're not going to bring me down quite literally or, you know, figuratively like we're talking now. I'm just going to go on my way. I'm going to fly to another tree where it's safer because I have my insight. I have my intuition. I can tap into things, okay? When you let go of certain things, you are aware of it. You are aware of the potential. You feel the importance of moving, right? The, let's call it expediency, that you need to do something. But you're not reacting in total out fear, anxiety, or freezing in place out of total fear. Or closing your eyes and pretending it's not there and then still get pounced. Do you know what I mean? You let go of it. You let go of it in different ways. You let go of going, he's either too far away and it's of no consequence to me. Or I let it go of the negativity. And then I also let it go of the rest of that's resting in my body and my mind. What happens when you do that? You affect the emotion. First of all, you find courage within yourself. You know that even if difficult times are here, you can still see how beautiful life can be. You can still see the abundant things in your life. I know when somebody sprays me with their negativity, I think of the work that I've done to eliminate that out of my life. You ever talk to a person who repeats the same cycle over and over again, and even when you've given them advice and it just gets ignored, you know that in your life you have done the things to keep your happiness and life well. It's very hard to keep friends like that because they see you as somebody who has it all, and it's very hard for them to be around you. It's hard for people who think lack to be around people who always think abundance. Whether it's they know that it's their fault or not, it's still very hard. It's very hard to forge relationships. So as soon as you see yourself as abundant, as soon as you let go of negativity, expect to lose some of these people. Their energy will drop off. Sometimes you will feel bad because you wanted to help, but they didn't want to be helped. They didn't want to help themselves. And you're going to have to let go. But that's a choice you need to do. And I'm talking about personal experience here. I'm talking about me. Green in here is a very beautiful heart color. And it's a real color of beauty, of nature, of everything that's around you. As you look at the second half of these cards, you're thinking to yourself, it's a very different energy. This is, you know, a darker green, darker at night, dark. This is all about the light, the daytime, the light of day, the brightness, a very different vibration. The Nine of Pentacles is all about abundance. Don't be blind to abundance. Be open to abundance. See abundance. The Beauty card here, that I'm going to put up here, says this: you're beautiful inside and out. Your sacred inner and outer space are radiant and glorious. No matter your age, your loveliness is growing. Create outer harmony in your home environment, even in small ways. A vase of flowers, a scented candle, clean windows. Your inner grace will glow. The more you see beauty around you, in your environment, yourself, and your body, the more it will fill your life in all forms, including your emotional self. Be hesitant to say anything about yourself or your body that's negative. Don't put yourself down silently or to others. Instead, affirm beauty. Take time to adorn your body, personal space. Take a bath, read a book, have a massage, create a home altar. Cherish yourself, and the luminescence within you and around you will glow. You're going to put a shining light into these dark woods. And if negativity hates anything, it's the light. They don't want to be seen. Shadows don't want to be seen. They don't want the light of day on them, right? I am deeply and profoundly beautiful is the quote for this beautiful card. But it also shows here the beautiful abundance of the Nine of Pentacles. Look at this. The lush greenness, the openness, the abundance. We have beauty and abundance. And in these next three cards that came out from Tarot, the Tarot of Oneness, you have the Four of Wands and the embodiments of Cups. The embodiment of Cups is the King of Cups. The King of Cups always represents masterful, emotional, quiet and calm, even amidst a storm. If you see the Rider-Waite-Smith card, it's always a king sitting on a pedestal on water while the water is very movemented behind him. Like there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of storming. And he's calm, cool, collected, and, you know, I feel this reading is saying that. Instead of adopting a sense of a low vibration moving forward, when you adopt a sense of calm, cool, collected, you can then go forward. You can then move into that beautiful energy. Not only are you abundantly feeling the abundance in your life, all the things that have brought fruit. This week we talked about looking back in 2024 and seeing everything that you've accomplished. That's why I strongly suggest that you build a book of things you accomplish every day. Number them and write the month and year at the top of every page. And see at the end of the year, from the littlest things to the biggest things, we accomplish so much in a day, and we forget to give ourselves a pat on the back. And we have memories that forget everything that we do. If we showed up on that day, we showed up in our lives, we should be writing about it so that we can reprogram our brains to remember that we accomplished so much. This is the same thing, okay? See how much abundance you've brought in your life. See how grateful you are for everything that you do every day to improve your day, your life, your environment, your energy, your diet, your body, everything that you've put forward. And then, not only that, celebrate. Celebrate the wins in your life. Don't just go through it and think, yeah, I did that, and then move forward. Take a moment. Have a little dance party with yourself. I did that today. I did that. On my list of things to do this week is I'm going to create a go bag. I think I've spoken about it. I'm going to create a go bag for the cars. You know, those bags of, if you need one for emergencies, or, hey, you know, we go out somewhere and decide to stay overnight somewhere. We don't need to go, oh, I got to get back home. I have a go bag. I have everything I need here. I could get by for a day. No little tube of toothpaste, a toothbrush, a little, you know, cheap hairbrush, extra pair of pants, you know, undergarments, stuff like that, you know. Just the very basic, simple stuff that can help you in an emergency, or if you have to stay somewhere overnight. You're ready. And you can bring it with you at all times. You pick it up with the stuff you take when you go out. You just throw it in a vehicle and go. So, you know, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to celebrate that. When I finish doing that, I'm going to go, I'm so organized. I'm so great. I'm wonderful. I'm prepared. I'm prepared in the event of emergency, but better that, I'm prepared in the event of something wonderful happening. We go on a nowhere, as in taking a ride somewhere, and end up somewhere wonderful. Instead of having to leave it behind, we can experience that moment without fear, without being too scared, because we've got a lot already ready, right? And that brings me peace. It brings me peace in chaos. This is what they're talking about. It brings you peace. Even if the moment is chaotic. You have I'm building a fictional event, but you have a, you know, flat tire. And the tire you have is for some reason not working, which is surprising because we're usually prepared with that. But let's say you don't have the tools or something weird. It's late. You have a place you can stay at that's nice and warm and offering. You don't have to worry about things. You can have an adventure in the middle of chaos. Instead of vibrating in fear, you can settle in your heart space and really observe and open yourself up. That yes, there's moments of unpredictability, but you don't have to shrink in fear or in smallness. Are you understanding what I'm getting with? What I'm doing? First, you build things. You put things in place that give you a sense of security. And it's not always going to go to plan. Sometimes big things are going to happen that are going to feel like the rug is ripped out from under you. But the best thing that you can do is perch up in your tree like good old owl here. And just stay open. Stay open. Not to fear, but to wisdom that comes in from the situation. How am I prepared for this? How am I not prepared for this? What can I do? Because you know what? That beautiful brain, that beautiful head on top of your shoulders, it's there to come up with solutions for you. And the greatest thing you can do is to give it a no-go situation, a no way out. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything with this. When obviously there's always solutions. Sometimes many, many solutions to everything. Many different stories you can build on and upon. Some surprising, some not surprising. The only time I feel that people fail at life is when they're not living it. If you are getting a result, you're not failing at life. Even when you don't do anything, you're getting a result of nothing happening. You get it? Yeah. So, I feel it's sadder to waste all of that energy on something negative rather than something positive. If you can get something out of something, not even positive, if you can get something, even if it's as an observer, even if it's as somebody who's like neutral. That's what I feel he's like. He's like the neutral, deciding on the emotions. Am I going to be negative? Or am I going to be positive? It's like hanging in the balance here on that branch going, I'm assessing. And there's always a choice. There's that moment before. Am I going to react in fear? I'm going to react with courage. Am I going to react in anger or amusement? Am I going to engage or am I going to let go? He is that thing in the middle that helps you decide. So the other thing I want you to think about is your emotions. Okay, we're going to look at the emotions here. Where are you planting your emotions? Okay. Where are they planting themselves? What vibrations are you tuning into? And know that you have to be responsible for the vibrations you are adopting, that you're going for, that you're, I don't know, letting impede your brain, your mind. So, I'm going to finish off with this one. Take a moment to think about where you're planting yourself emotionally. Are you finding yourself in toxic soil, holding on to negativity of times when you have been hurt, betrayed, or wrong? Or do you find yourself in flux in the changing conditions, drinking in the water of every emotional experience, bracing against the cold when you're presented with difficulty, blooming under the full rays of the sun and basking in happiness? Just like the andrangia mimics a range of emotion through color expression and remains malleable through the passage of time, allow yourself to experience your life through your emotions rather than allowing your emotions to dictate your stance in life. I love that. Don't push yourself too hard if you're feeling emotionally strained. As the world around you changes, so too should you allow your outward expression to reflect your shifting inner landscape. Neither allow yourself to be afraid of what you feel. Afraid, no fear. Nor be afraid to wear your heart on your sleeve, the green, all showing up. Okay? So, allow yourself to experience everything with love and gratitude. You're here to experience life. And when you start thinking in ways of, seasons and reasons, you start seeing the importance that we have a limited amount of time in this journey, in this experience. And if you spend your time always in a negative mindset, I always think to myself, would I regret having spent that much time in this negative mindset, as in time wasted, if I knew that I had a certain amount of time? And the answer would always be yes for me. So while I still experience negative emotions, while I still go in anger once in a while, I try to recover faster from those experiences and see the wisdom in them, because I know that spending all of that time there is wasting the time I have left. So I put this to you. I give you this beautiful message from Spirit. Thank you so much for being here. Go out and observe and inhale the wisdom that's out there for you to pick up on. I want you to be in a situation where you can observe what others are doing, because you're going to have negativity, of course, right? Somebody's going to cut you off. Somebody's going to say something at work to tick you off. Of course they will. Somebody at home might do it, tick you off. They're not doing what you want them or what you ask them to do. And at those moments, I want you to really think of how you're going to react. Do you need to invest yourself personally in the anger that's showing up? Or do you need to let it go? Do you need to do something else with it? Something more constructive, something more loving, something more walking away from. There's all different types It's not just one and done. It's not ignoring the situation. But there are many more different ways that you can react. So if you've done that this week, if you're one of the lucky ones who actually went above and beyond the reaction of anger or sadness or madness, please let me know in the comments how you reacted. You know, something happened and you reacted in a different way. You took it, you observed and protected your energy. You protected yourself from negativity. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. The best way that you can support this channel is to share it. Let people know I am here, giving these beautiful messages, and that just subscribe and comment. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great week. I'll see you in the next reading. Love, light, and blessings. Bye for now.